What do you do when there's a league shut down? Virtual fantasy.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to this extraordinary general meeting of the Ansett Australia Cup, chaired by Kevin Hawkins, our chairman. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
How are you coping during the lockdown?
Look, it was a real tough decision for me to have to lock down the league, but I think it's just the right decision to make under the circumstances. So thank you for all those concerns and letters and emails I've been getting over the last few days. It has taken a bit of a personal toll on me, all these events. But I am doing my best.
It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you only scored 439 and didn't set a captain.
That's not correct. No, that didn't happen.
Okay, just because if you look over here, that's what I'm
that's
seeing.
Not me. That's not me. That's
Okay.
Another Kevin.
Right.
I think there was some kind of glitch. We'll need to look into that as a commission. We'll need to find out what happened. We're doing a full-scale investigation.
Okay, good to hear. Well, so in lieu of the season, we were messaging this morning, my time, and we were talking about what can we do. You floated perhaps someone who goes in AFL Evolution and records all the stats, or either that, or someone goes on Excel and writes a fantasy program, which we can then simulate games with and still
that would
get
be
out.
ridiculous. Who would have the time to do that? It's no one would have the time to waste on such a ridiculous idea. Don't you think?
Well, let me just tell you, when you go to a country to specifically study something that requires you to be in the same room as someone else, and the whole city gets locked down, you have a lot of time on your hands. So I spent the better part of today creating an entire program, and we are now, this is the premiere, we're premiering the new fantasy season tonight.
Wow. You mean this morning?
Yes, this morning, Australian time. It is AFL Fantasy, and drum roll please, I'm going to now reveal it, and we are minutes away from the draft.
Wow.
So unfortunately, the program isn't sophisticated enough to let everyone have their own selections, so I'm going to do it for them. But suffice to say, I have cherry-picked.
My league was corrupt.
I have cherry-picked the very best players from the defence, mids, forwards, and rucks of the AFL. I'll just explain briefly how I've done this. So you're probably, the listeners might be familiar with Footy Wire, the website. I've gone on to Footy Wire, where they have currently rankings for the players. I've taken those rankings by the letter and extracted the average and the consistency score of the top 14 players in every position. Now, you may notice that, for example, Tom Mitchell is not in the mids. And I think it's because their rankings are based mainly on last year's stats. They have incorporated what happened in round one, but I think for whatever reason, I think last three has something to do with it. Anyway, I've tried to not overcomplicate it. So we've just got the players that are here. And what we're going to do is give everyone, I've got all our teams here, I'm going to give everyone one defender, one midfielder, one forward, and one ruckman. And then every week we'll play everyone off. What do you think?
Wow. Okay. That sounds pretty exciting. I'm just hopeful that I end up with the players that I like. And if I don't get Max Gawn in my ruck, then I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, ruck's actually going to prove to be a very key category, because if we look down here, there's pretty slim pickings down this end.
Yeah. Andrew Phillips. Yeah. So is there a way that it balances out so that someone who's got a really good midfielder will get end up with a bad ruck or anything like that, or is it completely random?
Unfortunately, it is completely random.
Okay.
However, I've done a few simulations, and the way that I've written the program, I have actually, not to go into too many details, but I have factored in consistency, I've factored in average, and I've actually factored in quite a bit of variation and randomization. So a team that has players with averages lower than every other player on the other team can still theoretically win if they get lucky.
Okay.
So there's quite a bit of randomization and standard deviations and bell curves built into this. So
are there captains? Are there vice captains? Are there emergencies?
No, not for now. No,
come on. You've had a whole day to work on this, Jeremy.
Yeah, we're starting simple. All right, we're starting simple. So I think we're ready to go into the draft, unless you have any final words.
No, let's kick it off.
What do you do when there's a league shut down? Virtual
As soon as I click the go button,
fantasy.
Yeah.
the entire league is going to be populated with a completely random picks. Completely random.
Okay.
Okay, so ready, set, go.
Okay.
Let's just go straight to who has got Grundy and Gorn. Luke has
Luke.
got Grundy.
And Gorn goes to Joel.
Oof.
So I'm okay with Goldstein. Who have you ended up with, Jeremy?
You've done all
Riley
right.
O'Brien.
Oh, he's all right. The real duds have gone to Chris. Sorry, Chris. Danny. Yeah, can't catch a break, Danny.
And Harshad.
Yeah, Harshad.
And Cruisers with Sean. So that sort of balances out after he got quite a good defender. So okay, well, looking at this, who do you reckon? Just off the top of your head, who do you think has the best team of these?
I just need to paste this here to save it.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Because it's random. It will just keep changing unless I save it. Okay. So I think, look, it's hard to go past Luke. I mean, look at that. Brodie Grundy.
Yeah, he's got the second best defender, a pretty good midfielder. And Martin, yeah, I guess he'd be a pretty handy forward, I guess. Look, I think you probably...
Gorn as well will be a strong ruck. But the rest
David's
of the team...
done all right with his team.
Yeah. Marshall's up and coming. Toby Green's good forward.
I think you've done all right despite your defence. I think then Daniel Rich is capable of some good scores. So look, it might work in your favour.
Evan, I think you've done pretty. You haven't got anyone that's a real high flyer, but you're consistent.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll see whether this rewards consistency or having the superstars.
And Jake Lloyd is a good defender. Yeah. In fact, let's look at the number ones. We have Jake Lloyd, Josh Kelly, Toby Green, and Grundy. So where did Toby Green end up?
Toby Green ended up with TV Sport.
Yeah. So and I think I got the number one mid in Josh Kelly. So I've done well there.
Actually, you did well. Yep.
Number one ruckman's here, and number one defender there. Yeah. So all right, there's the draft.
Excellent. Cool. Well, I guess I'm now attached to these players, am I?
Yeah. Learn to love them.
And we've got these for the year, or how does this work?
For the year. Yep. This is your team.
Wow. Okay. If people are unhappy with their selections because they think there might be some bias in your calculations, what can they do? What's the process?
Look, we'll have to go by popular consensus. I mean, I have plenty of time on my hands. I can do the program again. We can.
Fantastic. Okay, excellent. So Jeremy will find a solution for you tomorrow. It sounds like.
But let's run round one and let's see if it's fair or not.
Okay.
So my idea was that we could mimic the first fixture from this week.
Yep.
And see what happens. So first game is Prus Ex Machina versus Jakarta Swan. So let's run the game.
What do you do when there's a league shut down? Virtual fantasy.
I can get higher than my 139. Oh, have you just shown me all the scores? Okay, I didn't see anything.
No, it's completely randomized every time we click go. So
Okay.
So all I need to do here is set up the team. So Prus Ex Machina is preloaded. And who are you playing again?
Jakarta Swans, I believe it was.
Jakarta Swans. So just double check that. Yes. So now what it's done here is loaded in your team. So we can just square them off.
Cool. Excellent.
So we got Laird versus Newman. As you can see here, Laird has the superior average.
Yeah.
And superior consistency because lower is better. So.
Okay. Interesting.
So he'd be now Merritt. McRae beats Merritt, so we'll see. But Merritt is actually more consistent than McRae. So Walters should beat Zeeble. Yeah. And consistency, Zeeble doesn't have great consistency either. So
but does that mean?
It means he could go very high. Yes. Todd Goldstein. Well, Witts beats Goldstein. But again, you get some fluctuation there.
So we'd say that Jakarta Swans is the favourite here.
I think we would. But you never know.
Okay.
So when you're ready, let's run the game.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So first, it's going to be Rory Laird versus Nick Newman.
Okay.
And we'll go quarter by quarter.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, let's go. So Laird. So Nick Newman starts
Okay.
off well. 31-22.
Yep.
Oh, and Laird gets his own back in the second quarter. He
Yep.
actually
But
outscores
still
Newman.
hasn't plugged it all back, but that's okay.
What happens?
Oh,
Oh,
what a
Laird has
third
a
quarter.
big third quarter.
Excellent.
Newman stays, and who's going to win that battle? It's actually going to be very close. Ooh,
Very close.
Newman.
Good scores from both of them, though.
Yeah,
I wish
good.
Led scored like that for me last year.
All right, close start though. Close start.
Yep, that's good.
Although that was your best chance of a win, and you lost it, so
Yeah, I did.
that's
Yeah.
a bit of a worry. All right, midfield. We got Merritt versus McRae. All right, McRae started well.
Yeah. Not liking this.
Merritt came back.
Yep.
Oh, McRae.
I'm not liking
And
this.
McRae.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Well, I'm
dear.
glad there aren't captains to this, but still 104. I'd say it's a decent score. I might beat a few. I'll get higher than my 425.
Yes. Now it's Zeeble versus Walters. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes. Oh.
Walters has a shocker of a first quarter.
So that's part of your.
Yeah.
Like, that can happen. Okay.
Yeah, he's had a free against, and he's got one hand pass, so he's not had a great start.
That is fantastic news to me.
Oh, and Zeebel's outscored him in the second quarter too.
I'm liking this from Zeeble.
And the third quarter. Oh, and Walters has got some respect back, but I think
Zeebel's got it.
Zeeble definitely wins the day there.
Okay, there we go. So that plugs it back a bit of the difference. So I pretty much need to make up for that 10 points, do I?
Well, actually, you were 21.
So I actually be in front. It might be pretty.
You're 23 behind, and you've actually gone 23 up. I think it's level.
Oh, wow.
Very well poised.
It all comes down to this. Okay.
Is the heart racing?
It is a bit, yeah.
Okay.
This is a bit more exciting.
It all comes down to Todd Goldstein versus Jared Witts.
Yep.
Oof. Okay. Oh, okay. Witts. Okay. But it's still in check. Still in check. Oh,
yes.
Goldstein's come back.
Goldstein, big quarter.
You're behind by 1 point. Oh, not good. You're going to need a really big last quarter here.
Come on, Goldie. Come on.
No.
No.
Oh, close game though.
It was. That was exciting.
But you've gone down.
Yeah, I've lost the game.
What do you think about the scores? Do you think they're realistic?
Well, let's think about this. So they've got the scores for those players. Yeah, look, that's pretty good, I reckon. Yeah, like that's like just the fact that you get a few random 50s and 60s, and you get a few random ones over 100. That's pretty accurate. I mean, not very 2020 accurate when we all know fantasy scores are much lower, but yeah.
Oh, whoops! I have to paste special values. I'm going to take a record of that. Great.
Okay.
So there's the first game. All right, let's move on to the second game, and we won't quite labour so much over it, but.
Okay. Wait, do we want to labour over your game maybe next? Oh, it is your game.
Oh, it is my game. Okay. All right.
So maybe we'll labour over our games, and then everyone else's.
Then again, the people watching at home might get excited too. So
maybe we'll commentate for their sake.
We'll see.
BT commentating the traffic.
Yes. All right. So we got Jeremy versus Daryl. Or was Daryl the home team? No, Daryl's the home team. I'll give him the home.
Oh, does that make a difference?
Doesn't make any difference, but okay. So let's just quickly look at the teams. We got Suckling, Taranto, Lipinski, and Jacobs versus Rich, Kelly, Martin, and O'Brien.
I'm tipping you.
Yeah, I'm looking. In fact, all of my players have higher averages. So.
But I reckon I'm hoping for a big game from Lipinski. That's my prediction.
All right, and I'm thinking. I reckon Taranto's going to go really big as well. So,
okay, interesting.
All right, let's see. Ready, set, go. Okay. Suckling has started off slow. Rich, consistent. Suckling came back.
Yeah.
Second. What do we got? Oh, Suckling.
Big quarter from Suckling.
Kick ahead here. And he followed on.
Now Rich should have won that battle, but it's a good win for Suckling there.
Yeah, against the odds.
Okay,
Very nice.
Interesting.
Very nice. All right.
So you need your midfield to fire.
All right, it's Taranto versus Kelly here. All right, what do we got? Ooh, very even start
Yeah.
and very even second
Oh.
quarter. Ooh, Kelly goes big in
there
the
you go.
third.
There you go.
Kelly goes big and even again. So,
There you go. So good win there. Now,
Good
so
win.
with your formula,
yeah,
back that we're working at 4 quarters, does that that increases the chance of there being these big fluctuations between quarters?
it does actually.
Okay.
And I've factored in the fact that there can be big swings within games. So
yeah,
that's
I
all.
like this.
It's all part of it.
Very consistent from Taranto. Is
Yeah.
that so? We look at Taranto's little deviation.
Taranto's
It's 20. Okay,
actually, no, he's actually been more consistent than usual. Let's say.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. All right. So
I like this randomness.
So here we go.
Forwards.
Lipinski versus
Wow.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you could get 60 in a quarter.
Well,
What is that?
Lipinski.
It's like
you predicted this, Kevin.
Yeah, I did.
He's kicked about 7 goals in the first quarter.
No, but you've got a consistency of Lipinski at 40, so that's like very inconsistent.
Yeah, so he could get
so that means,
0 next quarter.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh,
7.
Wow.
Have you factored in injuries in this? Can Lipinski get injured midway through the second quarter?
I think he spent a lot of the second quarter on the bench.
Okay. He got a bit tired after 6 hours.
Wow,
Came back a bit.
He really came out of the blocks, didn't he?
But
wow.
And then Martin's finished strong. Maybe.
Oh, Martin wins.
Wow. That's a big result there.
Wow,
That
Daryl,
was exciting.
You were looking strong there for a second, but Martin came back big time.
This might be the highlight of Lipinski's career. We might have to message him and tell him how good he's been in this fantasy league.
That's 10 marks and kicks. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the ruck, Jacobs. Oh, okay. The 2 Adelaide players going off.
Interesting. But now Jacobs is at GWS.
No so Jacobs started off well.
Yeah, he needs something to prove to show that he was the better ruckman.
Oh, no. O'Brien's
fell away.
Put the foot down. And again.
O'Brien has taken this. So I think that's a win for you.
And there we go. Quite a convincing win in the end.
Quite a convincing win.
Although,
that's where your premium mid and forward really helped you along there. But actually, it was a battle of the rucks, really. You really won in the ruck.
It's true, and Lipinski, when he got his 60, anything could have happened. But
yep, absolutely. That's the highest score we've seen so far. So
yes,
in a quarter.
All right. So let's go. Let's move on. So we have now the tumble punts versus my Sharona. All right.
My Sharona.
Sorry, my Sharona. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see the tumble punts versus my Sharona. Okay. Ready? Oh, so teams.
So let's just have a quick look. Who do we think should win? Like, it's pretty even, the forwards and rucks.
It's pretty close, this.
I think, I'm tipping my Sharonona to come through with his second win in ANZ Australia Cup history.
Wow, you've actually gone for the... look, it's really hard to tell, actually. He's got a better consistency score, so that could come into play. Let's see what happens. I'm going to tip tumble punts. Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
All right. So we got Caleb Daniel versus Jack Crisp.
Oh, almost matched each other there in terms
pretty
of
even start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Daniel, quiet
That's a low
quarter.
score from Daniel. I reckon he's been injured again. Oh no, he's come back, but it's not good enough. Crisp, always consistent.
Early lead for Sharonona.
Yep, you can always depend on Crisp, except for round 1 of 2020 when he betrayed me.
Okay, Dunkley and the 2 Ds. The 2
Dunkley. That's good. Good strong start.
All right. He's continued on with it. Oh, Dunkley's doing well.
Oh, very good from Dunkley.
Yeah, too good.
I think he's got it. Okay.
Too good. Duncan, look, he's consistent. You got to give it to him, but
yeah. But will 97s win you this game?
Pretty even, actually.
Yeah.
All right, Kane Lambert and Darcy. Ooh, okay.
McPherson scored at 22 for the whole game in round 1. He ruins my team. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So let's see. Pretty middle of the road.
McPherson's
Yeah.
now. McPherson's got this one. Good
Ooh,
score. Very consistent from Danny's players.
it's looking like Danny could have his second ever win here.
Yeah. Actually, how did he go in the real league? Did he win in the real league? Who won this game? Oh no, it was a win for Tim.
All right, let's see what happened in the ruck. So what does he need? I think Danny's ahead by about 20. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Stefan versus Reece Stanley.
Oh, he doesn't have a good ruckman, but it's quite even.
Ooh.
Oh, he's getting away. Tumble punts.
Ooh, big third quarter. Oh, was it enough?
Oh, I think Tumble punts might have this.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
It's.
I think maybe.
Oh!
Wow, 4 points in it. What a win! Congratulations, Danny.
Well done, Danny.
Second win ever in AFL.
Well done, Danny. Well done. That was a very close game.
Yeah.
Very exciting. All right, moving on. Next I have a basketball.
Ball background.
Versus
Amsterdam. Yep. Okay, so Nick and Chris. So Chris won this battle in the real contest.
Where is he? There he is. All right. Okay, let's do it.
Any tip from you? Oh, it doesn't really matter. The game's on. It's pretty even.
Pretty even. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so Stuart and Hearn. Pretty even start. Ooh, Stuart's taking a... Ooh.
Yeah, pretty strong game from Stuart there.
Stuart's taking it. Hearn a bit lower than his normal standards.
Yeah.
It's a bit disappointing from Hearn. All right.
Whitfield
and Gaff. Pretty consistent. All the Gaff's doing well. Ooh, Whitfield with a big third.
So I think they're both going to score fairly well. Oh, Gaff's got it. Okay.
All right. Take it away, Kevin.
Your maths doing this.
I'll let you commentate this one.
The forwards. Okay. Tom Lynch starts well with, he's got a slight lead. Gary Ablett, very poor second turn. Just sitting on the pine for most of that one. In the third quarter, let's see what happens. It is, again, Gary Ablett's had a really poor third term. Can he bounce back and show his superstar status in the final term? Oh, he shows a bit, but not enough. I think Tom Lynch has got this one. Yeah. Good 20-point win there for Tom Lynch.
Do you think age was a factor there for Ablett?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Is that included in your formula?
No.
In the rucks, who have we got in the rucks? Lysett and two superstars in the rucks here. Phillips, and superstar scores as well. 9 and a 12. Both of them being beat. But look at that from Phillips. Huge seconds. It's almost a Lipinski-like quarter.
Yes. Oh, dear.
That is... What's Phillips' consistency like?
Not good, I think.
Yeah.
Not good.
Pretty poor, but it might be enough. Will it be? Let's see. In the final quarter. Wow.
Oh, dear.
I didn't even know it was possible to do that.
Yeah, three frees against and 1 hit out, I think. Lots of ruck infringements in that quarter.
Well, ruckmen do give away a lot of free kicks. So who wins that? I think it's I've got a basketball background.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty convincing win in the end. Winners across the board, pretty much.
And I think it was your consistency that got it for them. I mean, Gaff did well, but nothing much else.
Look, if I was your brother, I'd be trading out Lysett and Ablett first opportunity. These guys are liabilities. You can't get -8 and a quarter. That's just, especially when it all comes down to the final quarter. You can't be doing that.
No, you can't be. I agree. All right. Next matchup. We have
Celery Caps versus Liam Shields All-Stars. Oh, did Joel end up with Liam Shields in this competition?
Oh, that's a good question. Stay tuned to find out. All right. So what was
Celery Caps
versus where are they? Liam Shields.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
But he has got a good team. 2 Melbourne players. I'm backing Liam Shields here. I'm very happy with his team.
And
But Celery
he,
Caps.
he has my name. He actually has my namesake, Jeremy
Oh,
Crickett's namesake, in his team.
so we're both going to be supporting Liam Shields against, Celery Caps have the players, they've got the superstars, but I'm backing Liam Shields All Stars to pull off
Ooh,
a win here.
I've got to say, Brody Grundy is dangerous. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Celery Caps. Let's have a look.
Okay.
I'll let you take this one away as well.
Okay, it's quite an even first half from the defenders. No real winner. Hooley's starting to get away in the third quarter. Will that be enough of a lead? Can Zach Williams bring something in the last quarter? He has got a bit, but I think Hooley's got this one, doesn't he? Yeah, a
Hooley.
9-point victory, the Hooley there. In the midfield, Crouch versus Oliver. Yeah, I'm hoping for a big game from Oliver. Let's see how he goes. Oliver leading the way in both the first and second quarter. He's starting to get better as the game goes on. Is it going to continue in the third quarter? No, Crouch has a bit of a better third quarter. This might be enough for the Celery Caps.
Ooh.
And then, yes, Crouch finishes strongly. Oliver doesn't. So that's a big win there in the midfield for Crouch.
What's your halftime tip for this game?
Look, it's looking like the Celery Caps have it, but I'm still backing. I reckon the ruck battle between Grundy and Gawn will be an absolute thriller, and I think Gawn will win that. But I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. This is a bit of a deficit here.
So the forwards, Jack Martin, Jeremy Cameron.
Oh, wow. We've got a nice set quarter there. So that definitely helps Liam Shields.
Oh, Jeremy Cameron it must be the Coleman medal game again.
Yep. Look, he's doing what Jack Martin's playing as though he's still at Gold Coast. Oh, this is horrible from Jack Martin.
I think he's forgotten his new form.
Yeah. Will he finish? No. Well, look, Jeremy Cameron's finished slowly, but I think Jeremy Cameron's got this one.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, huge win there.
Jack Martin, terrible.
So that changes everything, and really now, Grundy has to have a blinder for this game to go back into Celery Cap's favour.
All right, I'll let you commentate this all-important ruck battle.
The two best ruckmen in the game, and Gawn has asserted his dominance, showing that he is the alpha male of the league, 33 for 26. In the second quarter, Grundy edges back. It's a good quarter, but Gawn's still going strong. I think Gawn is going to look like he's going to finish off strong here. That's what all my Spartans... Oh, okay. Grundy...
Still good, though.
Is asserting. But look, I think Gawn is still performing consistently, and he should perform well enough for Liam Shields All-Stars to pull off an upset here, unless Grundy has a blinder, which he doesn't. I think Gawn's solid performance throughout the game will give him the edge in the ruck and give Liam Shields All-Star the victory. That's my prediction.
Wow. So that was a bit of an upset there.
It really came down to the forward line battle. I like these scores. The fact that you can get a random 42 in there. I got quite a few random 42s in my real round one battle. So I understand the pain, Celery Caps.
Tell you what, I spent quite a while tweaking the formula till it became realistic. So I'm glad.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
How many rounds have there been that I haven't witnessed that you've just been doing by yourself?
You don't need to know. But let's just say we had some 180s coming out regularly, and we had to fix that up.
Okay. Right. Now, what's the highest score we've had? Maybe like 120 or something. We haven't had
we can have a look at that at the end of the round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Who have we got now? We've got
Onka and
two games
Sean.
to go. Onka and Sean. All right. Oncredible and the Goats.
Last is near the bottom. They're both near the bottom.
For the viewers at home, I'm controlling the mouse.
Yeah.
And who is Sean? The Goat.
Keep going down. The Goat.
Okay.
Okay,
all
the
right.
Goat.
What have we got?
Pretty good. I reckon the Goat might have it here. The only area where Onka wins is in the forward lines, and Tabernar's probably got injured in the second quarter. So let's see how this turns out.
All right. Ready, set, go. All right, we've got the whole first game.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Brody Smith went big in the fourth.
That was Lipinski-esque, not quite
Almost
full
Lipinski, yes.
Not the full Lipinski.
No.
But that
Lloyd.
it really shows why Harshad wanted Brody Grundy as his top pick rather than Jake Lloyd.
It's true.
It's all, but very consistent from Jake Lloyd.
Ooh, but he wins, Brody.
Absolutely. With the last quarter like that, only Lipinski would lose a game with a quarter like that.
So that's the beauty of this game, because Brodie Smith's only averaging 87, and yet he pulls out 114.
Yeah. So it's in Onka's favour. Onka has a knack for winning games.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Oh, big quarter there from Dangerfield.
Dangerfield slows down.
Boak plugs it back a bit next quarter. Actually, it's even.
Ooh.
But now Dangerfield's ahead by 3, it looks like. It's going to land. Oh, that's a 1-point victory for Dangerfield, which means Onka's still got it.
At halftime, Onka's actually looking pretty good, given he was the underdog. Let's have a look.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Okay, Taberner and DeGoey.
Okay,
this could be where it all falls apart for Onka.
We'll see. They've got pretty close averages. No, Taberner's done well.
Ooh, gee, Onka is overperforming, I've got to say.
No, but Taberner's falling behind now, but maybe that's still pretty even.
Ooh.
And then a good last forward from Taberner. So I think Taberner
hanging in there.
But I think he's still got the lead, it looks like.
And let the all-important ruck. Okay, who we got? McAvoy and Cruiser.
Oh,
2 second string.
It's like Gorn and Grundy again. Okay.
All right. Ooh, okay, pretty even.
Pretty even.
Pretty even so far.
Well, it's very even. They're equal. And there, okay. So now Cruz has got it by 3. I think Cruiser needs a huge last quarter for him to win here.
Oh, and he does.
He does.
Oh dear, what does this mean?
Enough. I think the GOAT might have this.
Oh.
He does, and it all came down to that last quarter.
The very last quarter.
Wow, what a game. One of the games of the round, I'd say.
I think it was, yes. Such a shame. Onka was looking like he was going to pull up an upset the whole time.
Yeah. But he put all his eggs in the Brodie Smith basket, really. He needed a few more players to lift there.
Well, I would
Both
say...
did a good tagging job on Dangerfield, but he needed to win a bit more of his own ball.
Good analysis there. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to the last game of the round.
The last game. It's so sad that we're down to the last game of the round. I've been enjoying this.
Well,
this has been the highlight of my lockdown.
We can come back next week if it's if the ratings come in well and we're selling ads for Fantasy Coach.
Hopefully you recorded this correctly.
Oh my God.
Post these results. Okay.
I did 2 tests and they both worked, so I'm confident. All right. So we got Bring Back the X versus TV Sports.
It was a close game in the real league. So let's see how this goes. I think TV Sport had a good team, if I remember, but I think Bring Back the X was home team.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think on paper, TV Sport is a stronger team. Should win this. But look at that consistency ranking for Toby Green.
Ooh, he could go either way.
And I think he's going to go big. That's my prediction.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it then. Okay.
First quarter. Wow, very inconsistent from Christian Salem, but first quarter he'd been coming back from an injury in round 1, so fair enough that he scored low at the start. But I think he's going to perform well. He keeps doing well in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's done enough.
He's got this. So TV Sport showing that he's pitched well.
Solid 80. I'm always happy when my defenders get an 80. That's the pass mark, I think, for a defender.
Absolutely.
Right. This is important for Bring Back the X.
But still, TV Sports just got this in control. Chula's a very consistent player. Look at these scores: 31, 32, 30.
Yeah, no, he's done.
He's very consistent, but it goes to Chula.
Not looking good.
If Bring Back the X is going to win it back, it's going to happen here.
Oh, okay. Is Green going to go big or small? Let's see.
Okay, he started off small, but I think he's got a Lipinski in him. That's a good second quarter. He plugs it back quite well. I think that might give him pretty even at half time. Okay.
Ooh, quiet third.
Quiet third.
Ooh, I think Heaney's just got this. Or
Heaney's got it. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, he has.
But will it be enough?
Is that enough? At this stage, not. No, he sort of plugged back the midfield battle, but needs a big thing from his rucks, which is going to be tough against Rowan Marshall. But let's see how Paddy Ryder in the team has affected Rowan Marshall's performance. Let's see.
Good point. Okay, Lob started off well. We need a big game from Lob here. Not quite pulling through, Lob.
Marshall's doing strong, very consistent. Marshall's got this. We need a huge last quarter from Lob, and we're not going to get it.
No.
Okay, so that's TV Sport. Big win there.
All right. And that is the final game of the round.
Yeah.
So let's just do a recap of the round. I haven't got the ladder ready yet. I'll be posting the ladder.
Okay. Now, this is a completely new league. We erase all scores from the actual fantasy league, I presume.
Well, I was expecting you to say that.
I lose either way.
I was considering whether the way we did in the first round would impact our draft. That might have been a fair way to do it, but luckily for you, I decided against that, Kevin. Partly because I remember that you didn't make a captain, so I thought it might be a bit unfair. Yes, I'm drinking from an empty wine glass. All right.
Okay, that's okay. You've had a long day playing with spreadsheets. You deserve a wine.
So who got the highest score of the round? Was it Kelly's 127? That's right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've also got the highest score of the round as well, Jeremy Cricket, with your 428.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Not rigged, I promise.
Well, I think you might need to work on those calculations again. This doesn't look great. I mean, one way you could keep doing this, I like having loyalty to players, but you could do a redraft every single week, depending on your draft position.
You know what? That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. We'll put it to the masses. We'll see what they think.
Well, I guess we'll see if people are happy with the change. I mean, who's got the lowest score? We want to see if someone's really disadvantaged. 354, and they were meant to do really well.
Well, you know what? Oh, 308, yeah. Amster drafted them.
Yeah. But looking at, so is that the only outlier? Let's go down. No, look, but the thing is, like, the interesting thing is we thought that salary caps would have the best team score, and they ended up with 354. And that was one of the lowest scores. Well, so it really does show that it's actually a fairly even league. I wonder in a different world whether Nick's team could have done well.
I think they definitely could have. And I think...
Yeah, Hearn performed below his average. I mean, 3 players performed below their average there. So
I mean, if you look at my team as well, Riley O'Brien really outperformed.
Yep.
And everyone else performed to their average or above. So
yeah,
I did have a good round. I think it won't always be this good.
Yep. Look, I'd like to give a personal shout out to Patrick Lipinski for.
Yes,
I mean, he didn't win the battle, or the war. But what Lipinski did was he gave us something to aspire for all our teams, knowing that we can be down and out, and then all of a sudden you can pull Lipinski in the last second or at the start of the game to really get ahead. Exactly. And that gives us all hope. If you're Nick and Nick Amster drafted down watching today, maybe Lysette won't produce a -8. Maybe he'll produce a 60. You never know. That is the beauty of this game.
Did Nick have Lysette? Is that?
Yeah, Nick had Lysette with his -8.
That's right.
Again,
that was
someone else got a -8, and that seemed to work okay for them. So.
But pulling a Lysette, I think, is conceding 3 frees and getting 1 hand pass in a quarter. So,
yeah.
Well, there you go. I'll go away now and I'll put up the ladder.
Yep. Okay, thank you for doing that. But yeah, all up, I think that's a pretty solid league.
What do you do when there's a league shut down? Virtual Fantasy.
Comment below, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.
What do you do when there's a league shut down? Virtual Fantasy.